Hi YouTube. So I am 7 days post-op, and there are some things I guess I want to share. Just again, I know that I did a lot of research and just like you guys went on YouTube just to try to find information, get different perspectives. And again, everyone's a little different, so what's happened to me or what I'm going to talk about may not be an issue for you, but either way, it at least gives you another perspective to consider. So let me kind of back up and give you a little bit of stats for those of you that may have just joined. I am 51, I'm 5'8". Heaviest weight was 354 pounds. Surgery weight was 325, and I am excited to share that my current weight is 312. So I lost 13 pounds in 1 week of post sleeve surgery. So that's all the good news. And everything I'm about to share isn't necessarily bad news. It's just kind of what my reality has been for the last week. Right? Again, this week was just liquids for me. So that consisted of Gatorade, of course, 0-calorie Gatorade, or I think G0, I don't know what it's called, water, and broth. And in the middle of the week, my nutritionist said, go ahead and have some pre-made protein shakes. So I incorporated that probably on Tuesday, and I came home from the hospital on Saturday. So my surgery was on Friday, came home on Saturday, and today I actually started soft foods. But and what I'm about to share as far as the 3 items or 4 that are kind of things I've learned is, so I truly expected, the first one is, I don't know what to call it, mental hunger, brain hunger. I truly expected that from everything, the doctor told me, all the research I had done, that having eliminated a big portion of your stomach and those, I think they call it ghrelin, that I should not have experienced any hunger. And I would say if there's a way to differentiate, I was not, bent over in hunger pains or anything like that. And I truly call it mental hunger because I don't think it was physical hunger. I was getting to my 64 ounces of liquids a day, in that combination of liquids that I shared. But nonetheless, I felt like I should be eating something. I felt like hey, I should have some rice, or I should have a burger, pizza, just different things. Even you see commercials. And so, but obviously I made this commitment, and to me, the commitment it surpassed the any desire I had. So again, it wasn't anything that was, painful. It was just occasionally I said, oh, I should be eating. And I think that's dissipated a little bit, given that I'm now 7 days in. And again, today I was able to have some soft foods. But I think that was something that I had not really heard a lot of people talk about. So, and again, maybe it's just my experience, and maybe everyone else is going to be fine, and hopefully you'll be fine. But if you're seeing this and you have any comments or suggestions, or please feel free to leave comments, and I'll be glad to take a look at them, and hopefully they'll help me on as I continue down this path and this journey. So another thing that I'll be as delicate as I can, that I think that I never really heard of, but it makes sense now, is passing a bowel or constipation or whatever you want to call it. So I was pretty regular, and all of a sudden, I get out of the hospital. I'm like, okay, so don't I have to pass a bowel? They're like, nope, you're not going to be able to. I'm like, okay, that's unusual, And so, but it was okay. I mean, you know, my doctor, he was like, yeah, that's fine. You may not have, you know, hopefully a week or two. And so, yeah. So again, but I don't remember hearing a lot of people talk about this as far as, you know, something that they were sharing on YouTube. So I hope I'm not scaring anyone off. But I mean, it's just reality, and I'd rather share reality, give you guys perspective, than not say anything at all. So yeah, so don't expect to be able to go to the bathroom. You know, urinate. Yeah, it's gonna happen. You're definitely drinking a lot of liquids, or that amount of liquids at least. But again, it's not something that's really killing me, bothering me. I don't feel anything as far as, you know, some heavy duty constipation or anything like that. But just something to be aware of, that I learned this week, in going through this process. Um, the next item I think I have spoken about, and I knew to expect, but I didn't realize how difficult it was. Sorry, I think my battery was saying it was low. But what was uh, the liquid consumption, the 1 to 2 ounces every 10 to 15 minutes. So I thought that meant, okay, you can only have 1 or 2 ounces every 10 or 15 minutes. In the hospital, they made it clear. It's like, no, 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 no. We want you to drink that 1 ounce over a 10 to 15 minute period. So again, I think I shared, I bought these little cups, 1 ounce cups. And so, you know, normally if I'm thirsty, I grab a bottle and I just drink the bottle. But the answer is no, or at least my guidance, the guidance I was given is, you need to take 10 or 15 minutes, a little tiny sips, and get through that in the 10 or 15 minutes. And I think, as I shared before, this has been a big help because I have a timer and I have it set and it beeps. And so it just kind of reminds me, over that 10-15 minute period, okay, go have some more water in order to be able to get to my 64 ounces. And it does take a day. I mean, imagine 1 ounce every 10 minutes. You're going to get 6 ounces an hour, and now it's 10 hours to do 60 ounces. So, and that's assuming that you're consistent, which obviously, as much as you want to be, things get in the way. So, prepare for that, and prepare for that as much as you can before your surgery. Again, I ordered those on Amazon, those little 1 ounce cups, and you know, eventually I assume I'll learn, you know, how to sip out of a bottle or drink out of a glass and take 1 ounce sip. So that's something I look forward to continuing with. But again, a little bit of a surprise this week on you know, how to do it. On the drinking of liquids, what I did like, or found out, is that, you know, the protein shakes, again, they're okay. You know, they're fine, but and I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can have decaf tea, and then I decided to go have a decaf espresso shot from Starbucks and mix it with ice and my caramel protein shake. And I do like frappuccinos, which are probably completely unhealthy, right? But in this case, a little 1 ounce shot of decaf with ice and my 11 ounces of my Premier Protein shake tasted really, really good. So I don't have it every morning, but you know, when I did have my protein shake, I'd run over to Starbucks and give that a shot. So again, just, you're gonna figure out what works for you. If you're gonna have your protein shakes, maybe you just like them like that. And again, sipping even that 1 ounce at a time, or a little bit of an ounce every 10-15 minutes. So those are the things I think I've learned this week. Oh, there's one more, but and I think that's the boredom and the limited. Oh, let's start with boredom. Yeah, boredom. You know, normally I'm busy at work, even though I work from home, or you know, I go out to the garage and do something. And again, I live in Florida, so it's really hot and it's humid, and you know, you sweat, you're going to want to drink. And I sweat being outside. I can sweat standing around doing nothing. Just that's how my body is. So just figuring out, what to do. I'm not a big TV person. Yeah, I've watched the Netflix this week and Prime and all that kind of good stuff. But so, figure out what you're going to do with your time. I'm taking 3 weeks off. Uh, and what I've been doing is, looking for really recipes, because once I move forward with the next stage, as far as what for me stage 3 is soft foods, figuring out kind of what things I'm going to want to make and try to make. So, and maybe that's what I'm doing to myself, is I'm doing that and it's making me making me hungry. But I just want to try to be prepared for that. Uh, Exercise. Okay, so I'll tell you one other thing I've learned this week, right? So usually, I mean, I can take a walk and do a mile walk, and that's fine. And I think it was Wednesday. I felt really good. Took a walk in the morning, 2 miles, and then in the evening 2 miles, and was feeling great that day. Had my protein shake, had my broth. But sure enough, Thursday I crashed. I mean, I wasn't sore. I was just tired and weak. Um, and so I have to pace myself and figure out that balance of, okay, you're really not having, uh, and I calorie track, and 200 calories, and that day with the walking, I think I spent uh, you know 500 calories back. So I was in a deficit. And as I learn about nutrition and calories and everything else, deficit's good, right? You protein in, or calories in, calories out kind of thing. But nonetheless, the next day I was really just tired and lethargic, and it took me all day to get back to normal. So again, something I learned, and something that I'll figure out how to manage, because I'm really excited about continuing to lose weight. Down to 312, and I hope within next week I can be under 300, right? That's kind of a goal for myself. And I think I need to incorporate exercise. So hopefully, with adding a couple things to my stage 2 liquids, applesauce, pudding, all sugar free, of course, and then refried beans, which I'm going to try to make tomorrow from scratch, because anything that I saw canned or in the store, high in sodium, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to try to, since I have time, I'm just going to make refried beans. I've never tried it before, and I reached out to a couple buddies of mine and asked them for the recipes, and so I'm going to give it a shot and see if that helps. But I hope you enjoyed, or found this information useful. Hit the like button, subscribe, send me a comment, whatever you'd like. Again, I want to make sure that I'm being helpful to you guys, and it's more information. Hopefully, will allow your experience to go a little bit better. All right. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye bye.